Hello and welcome, this is Meltskinner and we're back with some more BattleTech. We now have a priority mission available, so I'm going to immediately do that. This is a liberation of this place. Proceed to that place where you will assist the Restoration Army's efforts to liberate House Parada. Field Intelligence suggests bringing a mix of heavy and assault class mechs. A mix of heavy firepower and maneuverability is recommended. Jump-capable mechs are expected to prove especially advantageous in our projected theater of operations. Luckily for us, we have all of those things already set up for our squad. Further details will be provided upon your arrival. This is the last stepping stone on our way to Coromodier Mouse. If we pull this off, we're going to grind Espinosa's dropship fleet to a halt. Okay, let's travel.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Calculating escape velocity.
We are going to have a financial report here soon. My morale is entirely maxed out, so there's no real reason to spend more than just to maintain that morale.
New financial report for you, Commander.
Okay, our operating expenses were at 800,000. And again, we're just going to stay at this level now that we've maxed things out. And in 5 days, we're going to have this upgrade done, so we'll continue forward. Then once we get there, we'll look at Mech Warriors, see whether we need to level anyone up.
Network orders
Okay,
complete, boss.
down there, let's go ahead and take a look at the Argo. So we have another med bay upgrade. This is going to give us more medical points, and the chance of death from things are going to be less likely. And that will cost 2.7 million. We should have enough to afford it. We also have the ability to get our training module up. It costs 450,000. The only thing that's really left are, you know, honestly, I don't really feel like I need another mech bay, which is why I've been putting it off. So yeah, we'll do the medical bay. It's gonna take 30 days. Later, the medics are talking about all the advanced facilities, and now we have sufficient power to operate it all. We need to do a major overhaul of all of our med bays, but we'd substantially increase our ability to treat severe injuries. Original Argo specifications had room and infrastructure for actual hospital facilities, rather than just simple med bays. With a full hospital's worth of equipment and connections to the ship's library and databases, the medtechs are able to perform near miracles of healing. All med bays will be converted into hospital bays. Okay, cool. That's what we're gonna do.
Commander, I'll get the crew moving.
It'll take a while, so keep her busy. But with our faster engines, we get places pretty quickly now.
Undocked from junction. We're clear.
Okay, quarantine. We didn't have our hospital ready yet, but it looks like we may have some options here. Paris assembles the staff for an emergency meeting. Jalopy has contracted a contagious, potentially fatal disease, likely from a recent shore leave excursion. We need to isolate an entire medbay until she recovers. I've also notified the local authorities. They believe we've encountered a local strain of periphery pox and can provide targeted drugs for 80,000. A steep price, but probably necessary. Mirai volunteers. I know somebody at a pharmaceutical research lab. They've been looking for somebody to test their new antivirals on. 200,000 to get it on the ground floor, but would give us permanent access to the drug. I'll invest 200,000. We're not too bad off on our financials at this moment, and we want to make sure Jalopy is ready to go. I mean, this is experimental drug, so I don't know how well it will go, but let's do it anyway. Jalopy is quarantined in one of the med bays, and the antiviral is administered. He is soon joined by Ruthless. Fearful rumors of the virus are countered by the story of Samirai's acquisition of the antivirals. While these two mech warriors will be out of commission for a while, the dangerous time passes quickly, leaving them exhausted but recovering. So Jalopy will be out for 30 days. That's bad. And then Ruthless will be out for 14 days. So we're going to have to figure out who to put in Jalopy's place. Okay, let's continue. So High Spirits for Jalopy. Oh, has lost the following tags, High Spirits. 30, 14. Company suffers a -3 medical point penalty for 30 days. You lose 200,000. Morale decreased by 1. Alright, so we're not maxed out on morale anymore, but I guess we did what we needed to. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're going to be there in 3 days. So let's take a look at our mech warriors then. I know there were things about the periphery pox that I have encountered before, so possibly getting the antiviral will allow us to do some of these other things if they pop up again. So where we're down is we could use Behemoth to replace. We haven't used Behemoth in quite some time, and she's not really set up to be a support pilot, which is kind of what we've been doing. We could have her pilot the Highlander, which would be all right in my mind. Direct fire penalty or more accuracy. We'll go with more accuracy because I think that would prove important.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yeah, but losing Jalopy is not good for us, unfortunately. Let's see. And then Ruthless could have been somebody that we would put in her place more easily. Because she's been sitting on a bunch of experience. I don't know if she'd be as good as Behemoth because Behemoth has actual combat experience, but it is what it is. While we're here, we might as well take a look at the rest. So we can get your guts up or wait for tactics. Guts makes more sense in this case, so we'll confirm.
Mech warrior training complete.
I hear
Okay,
ya.
Glitch has 3,700 experience, which you can't actually spend on anything. And then my pilot has 4,800, which I also can't spend. Alright, well, that is what it is. Let's keep going. I mean, that was an event that I think was bound to happen sometime. Not an opportune time for it to happen, but...
We've entered orbit, Commander.
Okay, so we're going to be in enemy territory, so the store is not going to be great for us. I'm going to say not yet, though, because I do want to take a look around a little bit. So, store. If it has something really cool... We'll want it. Oh, a Locust for almost 3 million. That sounds like a good deal. We have an AC2. No, thank you. Another M10. Thank you. The other M15 is tempting because it is extra damage. It might still be here though if we liberate the planet, which I believe is the game plan. So we could get it for cheaper than we're getting it right now. And we did spend a decent amount of money in recent times. You have also a cockpit mod. We already have cockpit mods, but it wouldn't hurt to have more. So yeah, definitely this is tempting. I'm gonna hold on for now though, and we'll do the mission here because again, it should liberate the planet. I could be wrong on that, but even if not, I'd assume we'd stay in the system, so I could still buy it after the mission's over. So, okay, well. I think we're ready to go, more or less. The mech should be ready, so let's go ahead and launch the mission. Alright, so in this case, I'm going to go ahead and move Glitch over to the catapult. I think the indirect fire stuff is going to be a little bit more important there. And then we're going to take Behemoth into this mission in the Highlander. We could move it around, but honestly, Behemoth would be just as good in the Battlemaster as my pilot, but my pilot wouldn't be that great in the Highlander, I don't think. Whereas Behemoth does have some abilities that would help for the Highlander. The Bulwark trait and the multi-target trait are both things that we could use. We don't have the Breach ability, which is something I really do depend upon quite heavily, but... You know, there is a certain argument to be made for having Behemoth be in the Catapult, but her other ability, the melee attack ability, makes a lot more sense to the Highlander. I've never really looked at the Highlander to see what its melee attack is like, but I assume it to be good, and that does seem to be the case. It's 115 damage, which is probably the best that we have at the moment. The Battlemaster's second with also 115. I wonder why... this bar is more full. It seems like the stats are about the same. Oh, stability damage is slightly less. Okay, that's why. And then quick draw is just not good for melee, and the catapult, I would assume, is also pretty bad at that. Okay, well, that's fine and all. Let's go ahead and deploy. Okay, let's read through the objectives. Eliminate hostile units. The gun batteries must be down before restoration dropships enter weapons range. Take out the generators powering the shipyard's anti-orbital gun batteries. So these two sound like they go together. It also sounds like we have a little bit of a time limit, so we'll have to be on the move, which is probably why they told us to have maneuverability in this mission. This is it, Mouse Gunner, the Directorate's last stronghold on our way to Koromodir. We're going to liberate the system and set House Parada free. I have an invasion fleet en route to take the spaceport and a surprise attack. Shipyard's gun batteries are going to be a problem. You need to take them offline before our ships arrive. Most of Espinosa's dropship fleet is grounded on that place right now. If we take this system from them, there will be nothing left between us and the throne world. Okay, let's start it.
Command interface initiated.
Looks cloudy. I didn't really see what I didn't look at it, what kind of world we're on, but let's just go for it. It looks like a temperate climate. Commander, we're making a push on the Directorate's primary shipyard. If our attack is successful, what's left of my uncle's fleet will be rendered useless. But we're going to need your help. Shipyard is protected by enormous gun batteries that draw their power from the generators in front of you. You need to destroy those generators before our dropships enter their weapons range. There are 3 generators designated Alpha. Okay. Bravo. And Charlie. Take out all 3 structures, mop up any surviving Directorate units, and our dropship fleet will be clear to handle the rest. So it seems like a lot of ground we have to cover.
Go take out those generators, Commander.
Alright, we have 17...
Our entire plan falls apart if those guns stay online.
We have 17 rounds to do our mission. Oop. Bit of a hitch here. There we go. Okay, so... we'll try and be quick. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. All right, let's take a look at the path itself. So, got a road here, and that goes directly to Alpha. We go along here, we eventually get, like, nowhere near Bravo. So this is where I think the jump jets are supposed to come in. You don't follow the road once you get in here far enough. Okay. Well, let's have you sprint down the road. There's a pretty strong possibility we'll run into enemy. But we'll have the slowest mech start this, and then we'll see what we see on sensors.
Picked up a blip.
Okay. So we don't want to be seen, because if we're seen, that immediately will drop us into combat. And that's something we definitely don't want. So instead, I'm going to have the catapult move over here, because we might be able to jump over into this wooded area in the future. So we'll go for that. Again, we don't want to be seen, so that we'd be seen. Wanted to have that happen. So, but I do want to get nice and close. We jump anywhere? No. I could sprint this way into the marsh. Wouldn't be a bad move, I don't think. We're not seen, and it gets us there. We don't want to run to. Is there a better jumping point? I doubt it. Yeah. Okay. We'll just follow along with the Battle Master. All right. I think that's a good setup. Now that's going to be one turn. Now, falling in and out of combat, I believe, does consume a turn, which can be tricky with some of these time limits. That Spider is Directorate Prototype. He is a Director of Prototypes, specially modified to serve as a forward observer. I've heard stories about these. They can fight, but their primary function is marking targets for artillery bombardment. It's not good. Keep your eyes open, boss. Directorate has too much valuable hardware out here to risk firing their artillery blind. If you can destroy all of their forward observers, it should stop them from calling out any future artillery strikes. Be careful. Any targets they've already marked will still be in danger of bombardment. Oh, okay. So it's going to be like artillery, like what we've seen in the past, where it's like a group of hexes that will, everything in it will die if you don't move. I mean, I'm guessing here. That's a guess. All right. Well, in this case, let's hold here a little bit. What is your deal? Okay, we don't see you, so we don't know how many hit points you have. Okay. I also don't know what type of... well, they're going to be assault... This is going to be an assault turret. I may be able to take it out before it's really a super threat. This is kind of a risk, though, because... maybe jumping is a good idea. Get some good evasion up. We move a little bit further. And also get vision on a lot of things. Should I use vigilance in this engagement? It wouldn't hurt.
Acknowledged.
We'll see what we're facing here. I hope it's not one of those ones that has AC-20s. Oh. The light standard turret. Light laser turret. Is that assault class? Well, we have another, we have a 60-ton mech there. Let's see what it is. Okay, that's not too bad. Not sure I want to waste vigilance, but we're going to have a lot of enemy on me, so you know what? Let's use it. And I'm going to try and take out the turret. How much health do you have? 150. Okay. Well, we could do hit and run strikes and kind of ignore some of this stuff. I mean, that is a viable tactic. But yeah, sure, we'll hit this. Quite enough to kill it, but... okay. Is that another quick draw? I didn't really pay attention. Yeah, it was another quick draw. That's what I thought. A couple medium lasers. We're probably out of range of that. I didn't really check, but...
Waiting for orders.
more than likely. Okay, so the idea here is just keep moving. And I want to take the turrets out if I can.
Got it.
Alright, how much health do you have left? Not a lot, so one LRM-15 should be enough. So let's multi-target here. You're going to be A, and we're going to... okay. And the lower damage one is going to be A, so that's going to be B. Alright, fire away.
Got it.
This should be a definite kill. This is actually overkill. I just want to make sure it dies. Honestly, I probably don't need to kill this turret because it is not very long range and I might be able to stay out of its range, but what the heck. Right now, the only thing they can see is the quick draw, so that's what they're going to fire on. Want to guess another striker here? Okay. So the Battle Master, it's going to be up to you. I'm going to use Vigilance for sure. Okay. Let me, actually not do that. We'll have Behemoth go instead. We're going to jump. I do want you to maintain some direct line of fire. Might mean you move slower. I will take out that turret just to have it done with. Oh, what are other things I could do instead? You could just walk up. That doesn't suit me any better. Let's do this instead. Okay, I'm gonna take that turret out, just so I don't have to worry about it. There's something listed on the assault. And I know one of those is gonna be the turret. Oh, we have another turret up here, okay. Well, that's a little worrying. Don't know what it is. Okay, so this is such a waste. But I'm not going to be able to get close enough to use my Battle Master, so... You're A, you're B. And that's all the targets we have. Hopefully the rifle lands, because they'll probably get a kill if it does. Fortunately, we don't have the accuracy you used to have with Jalopy. Come on, land. Nope, that's way off.
Reporting negative damage.
Alright, Battle Master. Jump. Yeah, I can't see the quick draw no matter what I do. What I can do, jump in here. I'm gonna use Vigilance to protect myself. Okay. I'm gonna try and take out the striker, but I'll use a little bit of damage on this as well. And I'll figure out how I'm gonna do this. First off, that should stay on A. Anything that is not looking like it's that high of a chance to shoot, I'll switch over. Because the building should be a lot easier to hit. So, we have 3 medium lasers and the SRM-6 firing at the striker. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take it out. Maybe not. Definitely not going to be enough to take out the building. But it gets it there. Yeah, I was near close. Another strike will maybe do it. Okay, so that's going to be the same kind of turret that was right here. Just a large laser and a couple medium lasers.
Incoming artillery fire.
Where is it going to be? Oh, well, it's 2 of them. Oh, I don't have anybody in it right now, so not too problematic. Okay, when does it land? Lands in 1 round. Okay, so you really got to get moving with this artillery.
Yes, Commander.
All right. I don't know how wise this is, but we can take out one of these vehicles. Maybe.
Copy that.
And also get vision of that turret. Unload on this guy.
We can do this. Let's go.
There we go.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
35-ton mech coming in. Gunner.
We got company.
That's going to be the spider that's doing the artillery fire. Have a means to get out of that just yet. We have another one here. That's definitely a spider. At 30 tons. I don't think there's anything else in this game that's 30 tons. So...
Waiting on you, Commander.
In this case, let's really quickly check. How many hit points is left here? E5. And then my LRM-15 at 6 apiece can do 90 damage if all the missiles land. The standard
I hear ya.
4 only does 60, so that's not enough. We're definitely going to need to land the heavier firepower on that one. Not sure if I bother with the turret or not. I could do some damage there just to, like, poke at it, but... I'm just walking so that I can also fire at the Jenner. This Jenner is going to be problematic. But I can use the Highlander to punch it next turn. If it stays too close to me like this, it's a prime punch target. So, okay, let's use multi-target here. So, the building is going to be A. Or it could be B. Or we could go after the striker. I'm not likely going to be able to destroy the striker before it gets a chance to go. Sure, I'll hit this for B. And then C. So we want the lower damage going against the turret, higher damage going against the generator, and that should kill it as long as the missiles land. And we only have a 55% chance. Hit here and fire.
Uh-huh.
And we're not standing on the
That's one
artillery.
generator down. You've got 2 more to go. Keep fighting.
Oh, I killed the turret. Oh, I didn't expect that. So the turret died when the building died. I didn't know that that would happen, so I was kind of curious. How did it die before I even went? Oh, yes, please. Oh, I thought you were going to stand on the artillery. That would have been kind of funny. Alright, I did say that I wouldn't have a chance to kill the striker before it went. That's actually not true. I could kill it right now. I'm going to walk to save myself some heat. I don't really need to jump. But maybe I'm taking my sweet time a little bit too much. Because we're going to start moving this way in a bit. Not sure I should ignore the striker, though. And jumping up here would get us a little closer, maybe. Jump there, jump there. Sure, we'll move here. And I'll use Vigilance again. We'll just open up on the striker and maybe get a kill. I'm gonna fire everything I have, because why not? Let's firm and fire everything.
All weapons committed.
A lot of missing, but there we go.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Okay, I don't think I made a mistake and left anybody in artillery. We still have Behemoth to go, so...
Ready for orders.
Now, there's a lot more artillery lands than I initially thought. Well, I'm going to jump here. I'd like to get closer so that maybe we do have the chance of punching the Jenner. If it isn't smart and it stays close, we'll have a good opportunity.
Here we go.
Problem is that Behemoth is just not that great of a shot, so... Are we within our minimum range? I didn't really pay attention to that. I'm so used to the other pilots having not that bad of a minimum range. Fortunately, I can't see the arcs right now. No. We'll go A, B. I think I'm going to turn off the other M20, though. And the rifle. Because they're kind of bad shots. And the SRM-6 I'll sling against the quick draw. This is kind of just burn through evasion kind of stuff. See what we get out of it.
I copy.
Yeah, but if this was Jalopy, if we had Jalopy in this battle, we'd be doing a lot better. Okay, we've got new artillery targets. They are on top of us now. Oh, you just stood there. Not going to be alive much longer. Oh, you got moving fire. Oh, thanks for getting close to me so I can punch the crap out of you. Comes the other spider. Please stop there. Okay, the AI is not that dumb. Alright. Well then. I think we can reserve. I don't think there's a reason to do otherwise. The quick draw, yeah. But you stood still as well.
Heavy damage.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
We do want to keep moving. So, here's what I'm going to do. I could jump. It'd be pretty crazy, though. Let's see. Jump. Get in behind the Jenner. Again, let's remind ourselves, did not really move much at all. And that. Oh, that looks nice. It's just going to be lasers, but Jenners do not have good armor, so that should hurt. And then we'll fire the LRMs against the quick draw, all into one arm. That should do good damage as well. We'll be running hot, but it'll be all right. As long as we don't shut down and get killed by artillery, we'll be fine. In this case, I am going to multi-target. You're going to be A, you're going to be B, and he is going to be O's. Okay, fire away.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
Okay, good. Start. Okay. So, as much as we do have these spiders here, I'm actually going to ignore them because I don't feel like I can only face if I go there. I don't feel like I have really another choice here, so we'll just walk in. I will use Vigilance again, not just to keep myself having good initiative. I don't know if I'll be that much of a target of attacks. Okay. Open up on you, this time the other side.
All weapons committed.
Okay, and Decker will do more of the team. Running quite hot, so I think walking is going to be advisable here. The spider might be able to come in behind me, but honestly, I would prefer that it did that.
On my way.
Okay. That fire.
Firing all weapons.
Got that arm. That'll be some of the firepower of the quick draw.
Reporting critical hit.
Now we have to see if we can get that punch in. Emeth.
Ready for orders.
We can indeed. As long as I'm not going to be standing in the artillery. That would be a bad move. This would be an okay move. 95% chance, 115 damage. That sounds good to me.
Affirmative.
Not sure this Jenner's still going to be here after this. Okay, it still is, but it's down on the ground now. Kind of disorienting with the fact that the next turn's artillery shots kind of land the way they do, but come on, stand on that. Oh, your own artillery is stopping you from coming after me. So interesting. Okay. Oh, we're gonna keep walking here because walking is better. Destroyed building. Building, replace movement and spine distance. Provide cover. Don't have a direct line of sight if I do that, though. If we move like this, we don't move all that far. I'm not sure how much I like it. That's a direct line of sight there. Let's take that one. I may be going a little too slow for this one, though. We have 13 rounds still. But maybe a tad slow. Fire again.
Affirmative.
We really don't want to get out of combat, though. Because once we get out of combat,
Target's taken a critical hit.
then we're going to have a situation where we might have rounds go by without having full turns, so that would be bad. We're gonna go that way. I'm gonna ignore you if you're gonna do that, because moving forward is gonna be key. So, all right, well, I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.